Oh my god, Overwatch mentioned az élő közvetítésbe. Overwatch mentionolva az élő közvetítésbe, úgyhogy vissza kellett lőjem. Nem tudom, hogy most lesz-e, vagy egy game után, de hallottam, hogy kimondták a kedvenc játékom nevét. Remélem nem kell még 2 órát várnom, de nekem ez elég jel volt, hogy vissza kell lőjem. Szia Oliver, régen beszéltünk. Hú, érdekesnek néz ki ez az új season. Ez az új season érdekesnek néz ki. De úgy nem tudom, hogy mikor lesz az OV, csak most mentionölve volt, úgyhogy vissza kellett lőjem. Paparara. Csőricsi. Hát igen. Szóval nem tudom mikor lesz, csak hallottam, hogy mentionolva volt. Kimondták a kedvenc játékom nevét, úgyhogy azóta is arra várok. Eddig tetszik? Eddig jól néz ki. Ez milyen húgyam? A Gamescom-on van az új seasonnek a trailere, csak még azóta sem mutatták meg, és most mentionolték, hogy Overwatch, és visszalőttem. Aztán lehet, hogy még egy órát várnom kell rá. Ez amúgy ilyen Stardew Valley Wishről, vagy ez mi amúgy? Na, tetszik nekem is. Ez nem tudom mi amúgy.
What's up, everyone? Hope Gamescom 2025 is treating you well.
Personally,
I'm having a great time, and I'm very happy to be here celebrating 4 decades of great games from Rare. From pixelated beginnings in the 1980s to shaping the future of social gaming, Rare has
OV formátumát open world.
history. And to help us honor this amazing legacy, we're joined by Rare's own Adam Park. Thanks for being here, Adam.
Hello, thank you. Lovely to be here. Very well.
Rare.
You know, so far, it's absolutely wonderful. In that Gamescom way.
Better than the British weather so far. I think we can both agree on that.
I mean, it is humid.
Yes, but we're used to that.
That would be my single word description. Humid.
Yeah, it's humid. It can get on the swampy side.
A baloldali csávó szerintem, hogy be van kokszolzva, vagy nem tudom.
40 years. Congratulations, obviously. It's an extraordinary achievement.
Fúj, amit hogyha a csávó úgy beszél, hogyha valami nagyon rossz scriptet mondana végig. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, gay sex for me. Mi van?
So I think obviously what I love about Rare, and I've been there for 18 years, so I can't claim to have been there since the start, but I've been there for what, nearly half of its time.
Eden Park.
It is a good innings, but I think like obviously Rare started out with passion, like it was 2 brothers.
Figyelj, én nagyon örülök neki, hogy 40 éves a Rare amúgy, de sírni akarok inkább az, hogy szar legyen a season. És az egyetlen dolog, amit élvezni fog benne, az, hogy vujángozhatok.
Kind of too emotional or corporate about it, but I think
this is your time to do so, man.
Thank you very much. This is it.
Do it.
Have Snow Patrol swelling in the background right now. But no, I think
Seagex might be low.
that through line. So whether you're playing something like Atakataka Jetpack, like the passion that was poured into that is the same passion that's poured into games now. And I think Rare has survived that 40 years because of that passion. And I think if the passion wasn't there, and if it was just a case of, well, let's make another game, what shall we make? Well, let's look at some trends and see what looks good.
We miss our boyfriend. I really miss him.
You know, the connectivity.
I want my water air boyfriend back and sit on his mi van? Nyugi. Most amúgy nagyjából fekszek a székbe.
Oh, that's right. So, and I assume you're alluding to our blue plaque.
Ugyanaz a developer? Igen, elég similar volt ott, ahol álltak végig, ott olyan volt, mint kívül az a középső rész a városnak, meg a ház elrendezés. Elég, azért mondom, érdekes volt, majd úgy nézett ki kajak, mint a Stardew Valley.
something could have been created there. There could have been something, a big event happen there. But we were given one for Rare's 40th anniversary.
So cool.
So
honestly.
in Ashby-de-la-Zouch, which is a little market town right in the middle of the UK, about 20 minutes from Rare. It's kind of now based in Twycross, but about 20 minutes away, they've erected a blue plaque to celebrate where we're from. And I think it's just
Enough
it's a wonderful
yapping,
thing.
bro.
Like, the fact that video games now are being recognised in the same way that Shakespeare was, or William Caxton, or like a battle, or it's like it just. As somebody who grew up with video games, I never thought that would be a thing. So I find it absolutely wonderful.
That's so cool. And how can fans get involved in the 40th anniversary celebration? Because there's so much love for Rare, and just people just love connecting around your games. How can they get involved in it?
So I mean, there's tons of stuff to do. Like, we've released a load of Rare product. I'll put it like that. So we've got this wonderful new vinyl record from IM8-bit. We've got a new controller.
Coctimus Prime.
Some fantastic apparel from fan
I want him in my ass.
Obviously, a lot of our 40th focused on Sea of Thieves, and Sea of Thieves
Ez
is
mondjuk
a
jól
massive
néz ki.
part of our history.
Ez a kontroller, no joke.
Like the development time, Sea of Thieves is.
De a Borderlands-es, ez nagyon jól nézett ki.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves has been there.
Az kurva jól nézett ki.
That's about that.
You frowned. You made me doubt myself then. And I mean, it's been
I'm gonna believe you.
Akkor futok.
Tárt
Tárt lábakkal várlak.
So 10 years easily. So, we focused a lot of that anniversary celebration on that, because that's where our players are. So,
A Borderlands-es kontroller kurva jól néz ki, egy olyan kell amúgy, no joke.
Always fun. End of the month, community weekend in Sea of Thieves. There's a lot of Rare themed kind of shenanigans going on there. So I'd encourage anyone to get involved. And things like MS rewards, Game Pass perks. There's a huge amount of Rare love across the whole Xbox ecosystem. So yeah, so come on in.
I've got to say, Rare always has this signature style to it. Would you say that there's a secret sauce behind making a Rare game?
I don't know if there's a secret sauce. That's a really good question. I think what it is that we've never taken ourselves seriously, but equally we take ourselves seriously at the same time. So I think it's that ability to go from kind of these huge kind of vistas and
Közben úgy a háttérben tetoválnak, vagy én nem tudom mi van.
The thrill of an
Figyeld már.
The next thing you know, you're kind of finding yourself out of a cannon, or it goes to
Tetoválnak
Monty
a
Python all of
háttérbe.
a sudden. And I think that's like looking at this wall behind us that one of our kind of super fans illustrated for us. A guy called Dustin, and it's just like this beautiful piece. But you can see, like, even in our kind of most serious games, there's those moments of levity, and I think that's Rare's special sauce. Is like it's quintessentially British, I suppose.
True. It's hard to replicate that, to be fair. So if you're taking notes, any future devs, go for some quintessential British stuff.
Fuck me, bro, so hard,
We
please.
Sea of Thieves continues to bring in players all across the globe. Looking back, what have been some of your favourite community moments from Sea of Thieves specifically?
Oh, within Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Well, I think, like, and there's people around us right now.
Sea of Thieves, én is kiugrok mindjárt egy hajóból, fejest a vízbe. Ezt megfulladok.
This event, which takes place, and they come from all over the world, meet, like, cosplay, make stuff, share stories, and I think
Ne aludjak, de I don't care.
Have a game that's made people want to do that themselves.
Sírni akarok az új seasonon, hogy mennyire rossz lesz. Nem Sea of Thieves, csap bele, tess.
I'd say that's like a pinnacle. Like that's such a wonderful
Masszírozd is a lábamat. Fuck yeah, a gombás lábam.
To like significant community moments, which I won't spoil, but like things that have happened throughout the, before, when we were in early access, first person to fall off a cliff, things like that. They're all kind of marked out in the game as well. So I think, community is the heart of Sea of Thieves. Like, it doesn't exist without its community. And I know a lot of games can say that, but I think for Sea of Thieves, that's more true than anything. So, yeah, like, I think that would be it. The Sea of Thieves Fest is such a wonderful thing.
I always keep track of the Sea of Thieves Fest hashtag on Twitter, because the photos from it are so heartwarming. It's so lovely to see people rallying there together, seeing friends that they normally only get this one chance to meet each other online.
Okay,
so it's
I don't fucking care.
What excites you the most about Rare's future?
I think Rare's future, that's a really great question. I think
Mi a Rare future-e? Bezár a fasz... Nem, nyugi. Viccelek, na.
Like, it goes a bit back to what you asked earlier with the secret sauce. I think one of the things Rare's always done well is create kind of fairy tales,
tetoválnak a
whether that's a
háttérbe.
pirate fairy tale or whether that's like
Én is kérek egyet.
A racing one, whatever it is, like, you're kind of the ability to create a fairy tale and go into it, I think is wonderful. And Rare doesn't always reinvent the wheel. It's like, you know, there's been pirate games before.
Csak visszatértem, mert mentionolték az Overwatch-ot, és úgy érztem, hogy vissza kell lőnöm. Csak jelenleg 10 perc arra jeppelnek, hogy mi lesz a IRL.
How can we make this our own, and what makes this different? And I think that's what excites me. The same thing that excited me when I started all those years ago on Viva Pinata.
Be honest, I really don't care.
It's just the kind of the crazy creative energy that is in that building is wonderful.
Maybe you can use some crazy creative energy to explain to me.
Baj
How
van.
can a monkey be a donkey? Come on, it's been 40 years. Explain that one for me.
I think I know the
Baj
answer,
van.
but I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Oh, okay.
Várjatok.
I'll go on camera then, you know. Don't worry.
Letéptem a gépem elejét, várjatok.
Play a little game. We're going to do some quick fire questions.
Right.
Don't get too hard on it. Okay, you got
So it's just,
nice and easy. All right, ready to go?
I'm
Okay.
as I ever am, yeah.
All right. What's been the wildest rare pitch?
The wildest rare pitch.
Letéptem a gépem elejét.
Well, I would say actually, a lot of the wildest rare pitches actually make it. Like Viva Pinata, that's a
Yeah, that is a weird one. Yeah.
make a garden,
Yeah.
populate it with pinatas,
We were just off to get back.
Why
to
did
and
you
then some
make
kind of
it?
maniacal teacher arrives now and again to steal them from you. Imagine that on paper.
Oké, nincs baj,
Well done
visszaraktam.
for getting it through the game.
Well, yeah.
Who would be a better pair? Some
Nincs
Battletoads?
baj.
Visszara.
Battletoads or Conquer? Oh. I don't-
Visszaraktam, nyugi.
More like unruly toddlers in your house. At least Conquer, I think I could at least put him in the garden and be like,
True.
we're out there, yeah?
I think he's generally quite ambivalent, I think. So.
Na,
Definitely
itt
go
vagyok.
Conquer, I think.
Good chat. Okay, would you rather have a Sea of Thieves grog, some Viva Pinata candy,
Oh, candy. Definitely.
even knowing it's come from a
Azt hogy?
Megfogta,
És előrébb akartam húzni a gépházat, azt lepattant az eleje. Nem is tudtam, hogy le lehet szedni.
That's true. That is
It's
a
like,
good
yeah,
point.
straight back out again.
Okay, Banjo or Kazooie?
Viszont így helyre tudnám amúgy rakni az USB félzt, tudom. Na,
I mean,
mindegy.
that's not to disrespect Banjo, but...
Dr. Disrespect mentioned.
Making their, judgment on you, that's
There's a
fine,
lot of
that's fine.
judgment. I hear it. I can hear it.
Végén nem csak egér kell.
Rare cosplay
Nem akarok
you've
még
ever
gépházat
seen.
is venni.
Ever. Well,
Egér
actually, I
elég.
saw a fantastic one yesterday here. Yeah, someone from the Order of Souls. It was like
Oh,
epic.
nice.
Did contact lenses, skulls, smoke effects, the lot. Like, it was amazing. Other than that, I think we were at Comic-Con maybe 8 years ago, and someone came as Banjo and Kazooie, and that was wonderful. Like, it really was
I won't
fantastic.
even begin to imagine how they managed
How they
that.
did it.
That's sick. Okay, can you tell us any Rare developer secrets?
Any secrets to Rare? Oh, that's an interesting
Sea of
one.
Thieves sex
I
update.
suppose, like, it's not really a secret. It's like the biggest, where we are, I would say, is Rare's, like, developer secret. Like, I don't know if you've ever visited Rare.
I have, and I got to talk to Mike Chapman before.
Oh, there you
and,
go.
Immensely jealous of your campus. It is
I would
gorgeous
kind of say
there.
that's our secret,
Yeah?
is that we're in this beautiful campus with this amazing team around us, like, you know, canteens and just staff and just all these people who look after everyone.
Yeah, I
say
think I had a
that's
burrito while I was there, and that was banging. So shout out to the.
További
catering.
appeltek, szerintem
Oh,
egy
they are
extra
amazing.
csípős burritót fogok a
What's the
seggembe
best Rare
tolni.
Easter egg that basically nobody has actually ever found yet?
That they've never found.
Hallod, nem érdekel.
That's a tricky one. I mean, they used to, and before my time, they used to put cows in a lot of games, even if they weren't supposed to be there. So that's
De
something.
amúgy vissza lehet
Another thing
pattintani a
I did
géppel,
work on
aztán
was Rare
Letéptem,
Replay.
vágod.
And you know, in the
De nem,
stages,
nyugi.
when you go and
Jól vagyok.
select a game, and it's kind of done like a paper theatre, there's kind of numbers hidden within those stages, which
Okay.
which relate to something else. So I've only given you half of the secret there.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe someone smarter than me can figure that
Yeah,
out.
have
Kell
you
még a
guys spotted
masszír.
it? I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll take a look. And then
Nem a lábamra. Na,
one last one.
nyugi.
Which
Ah,
Rare game
utolsó
should
kérdéskör.
everybody play?
Well, obviously
Sea of Thieves.
for
Gondot.
one, but I'm going to take that as a given that everyone's played
okay,
Sea of
fair.
Thieves, yeah? So, for me, I'm going to give two answers, sorry. So I would either go Viva Pinata, because that game has just kind of, I think has just matured the older it's got. Like, going back to that now, it's so ahead of its time. Such a wonderful experience.
Mástól kérem azt a
Or my
masszást, ha
favourite
nem
game
gond.
growing up was Cobra Triangle, so I would definitely direct
Na,
Cobra
nyugi.
Triangle as well.
Good shout. You know what? I've got one more. I just thought.
Nem, nincs több
Happening
ké...
to the Rare campus, like we
Yeah.
said. Every workplace has got some kind of weird traditions.
Valaki
Does
tudja,
Rare
hogy
have
hol
any
megy
there?
ez a
Weird traditions.
élő
I
közvetítés,
mean,
mert lehet oda
maybe.
dobok egy bombát
Like too
amúgy.
much.
What's the best one then?
Probably too many to talk. Let me think. So weird traditions, like I don't know if it's weird, but we have like a very like
No, no.
inclusive kind of family culture.
No,
So
no.
just like the last 2 weeks, we've had everyone's families in. Kids can be in for 2 weeks. So it's not necessarily weird, but it just gives Rare its kind of energy. And I say that as somebody like If you don't like children, maybe it wouldn't be so good, but loads of little kids running around the place.
Of course, yeah. Well, honestly, thanks so much for being
Okay,
here, Adam.
Thank you
And
so
a
much.
very
Get
happy anniversary
the
to
fuck
Rare.
out
One
of
thing
here.
that's decidedly not Rare are never-before-seen game trailers at Gamescom. So here is the debut of the new trailer for Hotel Barcelona, and then we're going to update
Hotel-
you on Overwatch 2 Season 18 and
Jó,
reveal a few
ezután jön.
surprises that we'll
Ezután
take
jön.
off.
Ez a Hotel Transylvania, vagy mi a tököm után jön. Oké, jók vagyunk, jók
Okay,
vagyunk.
that's it. I'm done. All right, fine. Full gameplay presentation, but that's it. That's all you're going to get out of me. So for the rest, Xbox at Gamescom 2025 continues.
Oké, ez a game után jön. Chill. Mindenki nyugodjon meg.
GPS broken or something?
No, it's working properly.
Now, entering Pennsylvania. What?
Hey?
I thought we just went back into West Virginia.
Mindenki nyugodjon meg, ezután jön a trailer.
All those who obstruct the transmission of justice will be banished, even if it's a goddamn GPS.
How am I supposed to know where to go now?
Mi történik? What the fuck? Ez erős váltás volt. Júj, de le lesz júj, de... Jó, tök mindegy, nem keresek pénzt. Itt mi történik amúgy? Hotel Barcelona. Mi a gyász ez? Oh! Jók vagyunk.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, team, let's jump in. Two payloads? My mind is racing with possibilities.
Az mi? Mi az a hőkövető rakéta? What the fuck?
Tracer, glad you could make it.
Just in time. Think you can keep up with me?
A Diva kapja a season izét, rang.
Shall we go another round?
Bejön a draft stádiumba! Oké!
They're making waves.
Elmegyek.
One day,
Már nyugi.
that'll be me. Until then, time to dive back into training.
Új main confirmed. New perk for every hero.
I'm the only one getting stronger.
What the fuck?
Here we go.
Whoa, tons going on in that trailer, including a new release date. So let's get into all of that with Aaron Keller, game director of Overwatch 2.
Daddy!
who's so kind enough
Nah,
to
nyugi.
join me today. Great to see you, Aaron. How are you?
Doing so good. Thank you so much for having us here. This is great.
I am so excited to
Amúgy
geek
mi
out
volt
with
ez a
you. Obviously, I
melyperk?
wore my Mercy t-shirt
Yes!
especially for today.
I love that.
Representing so
Anyád, az mi az a póló?
First up, number one with the bullet. Season 18 is almost
Persona
upon us.
5 collab,
how
nem
is
tudom mi az.
Overwatch team feeling this year?
Okay, we are so excited right now. This is like the mid-year point for us. In season 18, it's going to be one of the biggest seasons that we're going to launch this year, and it's so big. Like we're not going to be able to get into
It's so
all
big.
of it today, but the season it's going to touch every part of the game. We're releasing a new hero, and we'll get into him later. There's also something really cool that we want to show players with him, so stay tuned for that. We have a huge update coming to our perks system this season. We've got a revamped progression system. We're doing things to our competitive mode. And then we've got just a ton of cool features and content coming to Stadium.
Heck yeah, well let's start right there because that sounds like a whole lot.
Tudod, a faraperc mindig, az nem tudom mi volt, az a hőkövetős rakéta.
A lot of the Overwatch team, the Xbox on Overwatch fans have been enjoying Stadium so much as well. Our pal Sam is actually just hit Legend rank, so he wanted to flex that as well, if you're impressed by that.
I'm impressed.
But it's been a massive new mode for you guys.
Bro, csajozik a Legend rankjával. Nem
What's the player
érted?
feedback been like? For me, it was good, but yeah, how's the team taking that on in Stadium?
Yeah, so I mean, we've seen like a huge surge of player excitement as people are jumping into this mode, and I think it's really because Stadium lets you like totally transform your heroes. You put together these builds of hero powers and items, you get new abilities, you get more powerful, and it's all done over the course of a match. And so a lot of people are playing, which means we're getting a lot of feedback too. And two of the most common pieces of feedback that we're getting for Stadium is players want to play Stadium in an unranked mode, and they also want to have crossplay enabled for it. So we're listening to that feedback, and when Season 18 launches, it's going to have both crossplay enabled and a new unranked version of the mode.
Na, nice.
Okay,
Ez
so
mondjuk
we've
jó.
got that to
Ezt
look
kérték
forward to
sokan
coming up in the
tényleg
new
az
season.
unrankedet.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you were
Tényleg
speaking
csak
about
fanolni
customizing
akarnak.
characters. I personally have been loving playing Mercy when I've got like,
Na.
I call it the kind of like kid backpack where it just heals and does all of my beams to all of the teams so I can just go and blast them all with my Guardian pistol. That's my favorite one.
I love that.
So I'm hearing also that players are wanting a couple of more heroes in Stadium as well as that mode. So are you going to give them what they want, Aaron?
Yes.
Tell us now.
Yes. We want to make the game that players want to play. And really, heroes, they're the lifeblood of Overwatch. And a lot of our players, they have their favorite heroes, and they want to be playing them in Stadium. So at Season 18 launch, we're going to be introducing 3 of our most iconic heroes to the mode. Winston, Pharah,
Ezt az
and
Ana
Brigitte
animációt,
are
aki
all going to be
meganimálta.
joining the Stadium roster. And then just a few weeks later, we're so excited that Tracer is also going to be jumping into the mode. Now, some of the builds for these heroes are kind of nuts.
Okay.
And we can't wait to see
Simet
what
Overwatchba elég
happens
durván
when players
bannolják.
get their hands on them. And then we're going to continue to develop heroes for Stadium for each future season.
Gosh, that sounds great. I mean, like you say, I love mixing and matching, so I'm sure there's going to be some crazy combinations for those guys, especially Tracer. Oh,
Yes.
she's going to absolutely kill in Stadium. I can't wait to see that. Now, also, are we going to see maybe some new spaces to get into the action of Stadium, some new maps for that mode as well?
Yeah, and it's not just going to be new maps. We're going to be introducing a new exclusive to Stadium game mode called Payload Race. And this is like the first time we've introduced a game mode that has 2 objectives active at the same time. And it introduces this really strategic
nekem egy kicsit úgy nézett ki, mint TF-ben volt ez amikor 2 payload van.
Prioritizing either pushing their payload or defending the other payload and figuring out what the right time is to do that. And then on top of that, yes, we are going to be introducing 2 brand new, never before seen maps for Payload Race. And they're both like a total blast to play.
Sick. Can you tell me a tiny little bit about the location, or is that reserved for another time?
No, we can talk about it a little bit. We showed it in the trailer earlier, but one of them takes place next to King's Row. It kind of has that same kit and art style. It's a fan favorite map. And then another one takes place near Route 66, and it kind of has this like Deadlock gang sort of like references to it.
Sick. Aaron, those are 2 of my favorite maps from Overwatch and Overwatch 2. So you're talking my language, Aaron. That sounds sick. I can't wait to see those in the new mode as well. Now, it sounds like you're giving us exactly what we want, but is there anything else coming in Season 18 that is a highlight for the team that you want to share with us today?
Yeah, I mean, yes, there's a lot to go over, but one of the biggest things that we're doing is we're releasing a huge update to our perk system. Perks went live earlier this year. It was a really big hit with players because it allows them to kind of like change their heroes' capabilities over the course of a match. And in Season 18, we're going to be introducing over 60 new perks to the system. In fact, like every player is going to get at least 1 new perk that's going to allow like sort of like these fresh choices to help make each match maybe feel a little bit different. And the cool thing about these is that some of them are like really, really impressive. And I'm hoping that we can go over like a few examples right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. I want to hear some examples.
Okay, so let's jump into maybe the first one. It's for our hero, Juno.
Okay.
Now, normally Juno has her primary fire. It's just a short round burst. But when she equips this latest perk, it converts it into a fully automatic weapon as long as glide boost is active.
That looks sick.
Yes, so like you can see, this gives her like the potential to have like huge burst healing or damage if you want to be that type of player.
I was just thinking that, exactly. I mean, as a support main,
Próba
yes,
Bastion csináltak, vágod?
DPS, so that looks great. What
DPS is like, the DPS support is so fun in Stadium.
It really is.
Okay, so we have another example that we can take a look at. It's for May. She's like our favorite meteorologist, and when she chooses this perk, she gets like this boost to her mobility. And what it does is it allows her to double jump by automatically firing this ice pillar under her feet, and it launches her up into the air. And so, like, this gives her like a more fluid style of mobility than she normally has, and it also lets her like access high ground in different parts of maps easier, really, than she ever could before.
That makes sense. I mean, it feels like an evolution already on May's wall that you can already use to boost yourself or the team upwards, but I love that you can just do it automatically. Because I'm so guilty for just clicking everywhere and looking down at my feet too much and then being like, no, please, I'm already dead. That sounds great.
And now you can do both of these back to back, so you can really start getting into new places.
We're climbing. That's sick.
Yeah.
Any other examples that you want to share just now, or
there's some really fun Moiras that are Moira perks that are coming. Like there's this one where you can send the orb out, and then when you activate it again,
Moira meg a fan az érdekes
and so now you've got the ability
rakás,
to kind of like use it both ways, and to be like a lot more strategic on like whether you want to like send it out and pull it back in.
Yeah, perfect for corridors and stuff like that. Just yo-yo it straight away. Love that. That sounds great. Now, we also have some extra kind of news, I believe, about a new certain hero that we'd like to talk about. Shall we dive into this guy?
Yeah, so we do. We have a new hero joining our ranks in Season 18, and maybe we can take a look at that special little glimpse I talked about earlier.
Do that, indeed. And could you tell me a little bit about their name and maybe introduce him up?
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at Wu
plusz,
Yong, and he's from China. He's going to be our latest support hero, and he attends this school in China with his sister Onron. And so he's learning to be like our version of a water elemental mage. She's learning to be sort of like our version of a fire elemental mage. And then I think we can kind of like see what happens when the piece plays.
Nem víz, hanem tűz, tehát konkrétan avatar amúgy. Nem tudom, látod azt a kis cinematokat. Ja, megmutatják akkor.
Well, this is not how I thought my night would go. My name is Ye Wuyang. This here is my sister, Ara. She loves me, I think. It all started before dinner. Someone slipped this under my dorm room door. Overwatch wants me? Really?
I want you. Moving Wuyang!
Cool is that? Oh wait, aren't they still outlaws? I'll be a criminal. But I'll be so famous! What about Mom and Dad? They'll disown me. Oh no. What will Anran say?
Ezt az anime style-t, öcsém. Nagyon jó.
Oh! Anran!
Overwatch, huh? Cool.
There must have been a mistake.
Kíváncsiak, hogy híró lesz amúgy a nővére. Valamikor.
You were invited to Overwatch, and you don't think you deserve it? You and me, sparring arena, now.
But Look, I don't really... What the... Anran! No warm-up?
Nobody cares if you're ready. If you can't take me here, you won't make it out
Elég
there.
hot. Mi? Már hogy Wujang.
Exactly.
De kíváncsi leszek, hogy hero lesz-e, mint in-game a játékban.
You're right.
Szarcon
I've been
küldte.
carrying you for too long.
What?
I made things too easy for you.
Seriously? I work harder than everyone!
Yep. Sure you do.
Hey! I'm just trying to prove
Wujang's
I can be as
harder.
good as you!
Fuck yeah.
So prove it.
Amron? You okay?
I'm so proud of you. I never want to hear you say you're not good enough again. Because I will literally fight you if you don't go.
We literally just fought.
Most mennek és mamás-papásat fognak játszani a szobájukba szexuálisan.
Well, maybe not.
What? They invited you too? Put me through that! You kidding me? You could have burned me! You know how dangerous fire is! Stop laughing.
Oh, Aaron, that was sick! Oh my gosh, I love that. A new sibling dynamic that we get to check out. And Wujang, he looks like such a sweetie as well. That was such a cool
nagyon
little
cuki
insight
Wujang.
into a tiny bit of his backlore. But can you tell me a bit more
na
about
jó.
him as a character, his story, his lore, and maybe a bit about his sister and his family, what we can expect?
Yeah, and thank you. I love that piece too. Like, I'm not supposed to do this on camera, but I'm like tearing up a little bit.
Ja, amúgy valószínűleg biztos, hogy
It's
fog
like
jönni
such
ő
a
is
cool
karakternek.
sentimental moment between those two siblings. But
Elég
yeah, so like I
basszónak
mentioned
néz ki ez
earlier,
a
like Wujang, he's
tűz, meg
sort of
a,
like
mi
our
ez a,
archetypical
az a szar, ami a
like
kezébe
water
volt,
mage, you
legyezve.
know, and Onron is that fire mage, and you can almost see inspiration in their kits from even a game like World of Warcraft. You know, it's just like there's some similar visual elements there, and they both attend this school in China, and they're kind of like both really formidable fighters, and even just recently they managed to repel a null sector attack in China, and this is really why Overwatch wants to recruit
so
them now.
hot,
And
I'm not
since
gonna lie.
Overwatch is recruiting them, I have a feeling we'll probably see more of them in future stories.
Ezt várom a
And
legjobban
Wujang
az
also,
új
he's
seasonben,
going to be
esküszöm.
our newest support hero. So most of his abilities, they're all based off of water, and I have to make a call out. He has this really over-the-top personality. It's so unique, and a lot of it is based off.
Can we talk a little bit more? He's a support character. Can't wait to try
Meghalt
that
az
out.
internetem.
What's going to be his gameplay like? We saw a tiny glimpse there, but can you break it down for me a little?
Yeah, definitely. So like I said, a lot of his abilities are based off of water. And so since he is a support hero, one of his primary roles is healing. And the way he heals is he sends out like a channeled beam to teammates, and that will heal them. But what's cool about it is when he turns his attention elsewhere, that aura will stay on that teammate, and it will continue to passively heal them as they're moving around doing other things.
Passzív hogy meg kellett konkrétan tanuljam, mindig elfelejtettem, hogy létezik. Utána már fújtabb a karakter amúgy, de én elfelejtettem, hogy létezik.
To get around a map easier. It gives him a speed boost, and it also like really expands the distance that he can jump, so he can start crossing gaps in maps, or he can use it to get out of a tough situation, or to get to an ally to try to save them. He can use his staff. He'll like slam it into the ground to create this wave of water. You saw like a giant version of it in the hero trailer right there, but what that does is it'll knock back enemies, it'll start amplifying healing on all the teammates that you hit with it, and so it's one of those really cool abilities that has multiple purposes, and it gives you a lot of strategy over how you're going to use it and when you're going to use it.
Nice.
And then, okay, let's talk about his ult a little bit, because his ult is really, really cool. Like, what he does with the ult is he'll place like almost like a ticking time bomb style mechanic on a teammate
nem tudom
or even
normálisan használni ezt
himself
az
if he
ultit.
wants to. And what it does is, after a few seconds, it's going to detonate. And when it does, it knocks down any enemies within range, and it also gives the person that was holding it a really big healing boost. And so the cool part about that is because you have that healing boost, you can have the confidence to be kind of aggressive when this is on you. You'll dive into an enemy team knowing that that's going to keep you up, and hopefully you're able to make like that really big play with that ability. And then
Általában ezt akartam csinálni, meghaltam, mert ledarálták a
of
HP-mat.
Wuyong's kit is his primary fire. You saw a little bit of it in the hero trailer, but what he does is he shoots out orbs of water. Now, once those orbs are out, he can take control of them and start guiding them around the map. And you can steer them into enemies, and when you get good at it, you can even start bending them around corners. So if there's like an enemy that ducks behind cover, something like that, you can bend it around that corner and hit them. And there's like nothing maybe like as satisfying as like seeing an enemy trying to disengage at low health, run into a building, and you curve that orb into it and take them out. It's like, it's pretty amazing.
No getting away, that's class.
No, there's like no getting away. And then, you know, we talked about perks earlier. Wuyong is getting a complete set of perks when he releases at Season 18. I think my favorite one is rather than just shooting one orb at a time, he'll shoot 3 orbs out simultaneously, and you'll be able to continue to control those.
Control all of them? That sounds so good. I love the sound of his movement mechanics because, again, as a Mercy main, I'm so used to sometimes that little hop back from spawn, just hoping one of my teammates will come back and pick me up. So his movement abilities sound so sick for that.
They're so fun. I go back and give Mercy a ride. You know, that's the right thing to do.
Thank you. And that's why you're game director. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate
You got
that. So I wanted to ask a little bit about his ultimate there. Now, you said about this ticking time bomb that can attach to himself. Could that also be then put on other characters on your team to kind of like send them into the fray as this way to blast other enemies down, almost like a diversion or something like that?
Yeah, and that's what's so cool about it. So when you activate the ult, you have the ability to choose, like, do you want to place it on yourself, or are you going to place it on like the teammate that you're targeting right there? And when you hit them, he does his big ult voice line. They get it. It's very obvious that they have it on them with the effects. They know it's on them. And it's a little bit like getting nano boosted, you know? It's like, now's your time to go and do the thing that you're supposed to do because you have this on you. There's a little bit of pressure, but but you also have the opportunity to make a pretty big play for your team.
Okay, that sounds good. Always the pressure of getting nano boosted by Nana. Yeah, oh my gosh, the amount of times. That sounds so good. I can't wait to try that out. Do you have a personal favorite alt voice line, by the way? Mine is obviously High Noon, Cassidy called by the wonderful Matt Mercer. I have to go with that one. But do you have a favorite alt voice line?
Oh my God, that's such a good question. I kind of go back to some of the original heroes because it was just like, it was such a formative time for the game. And so there's a few there that I really love. There's something about Reinhardt's where like that character is so over the top, and the way he delivers everything, and even with his animations, and because there's so much counterplay with that ult, just kind of like hearing it, especially if you're a Rein facing off with him and you start to see that little wind up on the animation, it's like, I don't know, I think that one is really, really cool.
Sick, I love that. Aaron, I am absolutely gutted that is all the time we have to talk about Overwatch 2 and Season 18, but you and me, we're going to talk more after this, for sure. I can't wait. Thank you so much for having us today and coming on and speaking about that. And you guys at home, be sure to jump in and experience Overwatch 2 Season 18 yourself. Next Tuesday, August 26th. Let's go. I'll see you in the lobby. Today we've still got more to share though. Something silly, something scary, something shooty, and right now, something out of this world. In 2019, the Outer Worlds introduced players to a brand new and hilariously corporized universe, dripping with that wit in action that Obsidian are known for. Now, the stellar action RPG is back with new companions, new adventures, and new tough calls to make, many of which I'm sure will come back to bite you on the butt. But to learn more, let's head to the theater for an awesome presentation from the Outer Worlds 2 game director Brandon Adler and design director Matthew Singh.
Hello, my name is Brandon Adler. I am the game director on The Outer Worlds 2, and with me today I have...
I'm Matt Singh. I'm the design director on The Outer Worlds 2.
And we're really excited today.
Na, hát igazából a stádiumról tudtunk meg dolgokat, meg így a... mi az? A Wuyangról, de ezeket már tudtuk. Hát meglátjuk seasonban, hogy mi lesz, mert igazából azon kívül nem sokat mondtak el sajnos, hát ez van. Majd meglátjuk. Kirakta a skineket Twitterre? Good call. Az mondjuk egy good call. Oh! Oh my god, az mi volt? I'm eating in this season. Okay, I'm eating in this season. Kiriko... Anyád, az a Roadhog, de jól néz ki. És ez mind Battle Pass-be. Oh my fucking god. I'm eating in this season, bro. Ez a Kiri skin kurva jól néz ki, lesz Wuyang skinem is. És még látszik a melbimbója is. Ez a Roadhog skin nagyon menő. Csak utálom az OV2-es modelljét. Ez kurva menő. Ez nekem kell. Oh. Fuck yeah. Ez a Wuyang skin nagyon menő. És mi lesz shopba? Lesz Reinhardt skin, ahogy látom. Az Freya. Kéne nyugodni. Kéne nyugodni. Szóval lesz egy... Az Ana! What the fuck? Oké, van egy Ana skinünk a shopba, van egy Mercy, Symmetra, Rein, Freya, Juno, Queen, Illari, Sombra, Kiri, Hazard, meg Reaper. Onnan fel én is, azt nem Illari. De az itt van. És látszik a... Baj van. Baj van. Elég nagy. Elég nagy baj van. Jó, de annak örülök, hogy legalább a BP-ben legalább lesz egy. Bár ez nekem jobban tetszik. Ez a Kiriskim. Oh my god. Miért kell ezt velem tenni? Azt miből veszek magamnak kaját? Holy shit. De kajak, így kaját miből veszek magamnak? B5 collab, ez nem tudom micsoda amúgy. Tök őszintén. Oh my god. Ilyen fog halni. Ja, hát meg ugye a Szojmitik. Illari and Queen, please be my wife. Na, hát úgy érzem, hogy ebbe a... Keszre jön Mythic fegyver. Just dropped. Úgy látom, a Keszmének is esznek ebbe a seasonbe. Mondjuk én nem fogok max skineket. Ó, bazd meg, miért kell ezt velem tenni? Na, hát... Ahohoho! Azt rohadt! Mi az a kill animation? Jézusom! Mi az a kill animation, ember? Jézusom! Valószínűleg nem fogom megvenni egyébként, de... Ember... Most folyamatosan posztolgatnak ki amúgy. Jesus. Ez a kill animation, ez hogy néz ki? Jézusom. Amúgy nagyon menő. Kajak. Mondjuk az Inspectre kíváncsi leszek, bár amúgy szerintem elkezdi pörgetni az ujján a revolvert. Elhiszed amúgy? Elhiszed, hogy el fogja kezdeni pörgetni a revolvert az ujján? Nem hiszed el, mi? Pedig ez lesz. Oh my god. Na jó, hát én kövés seasonben nem fogok ebédelni, se reggelizni egy nap se, úgy érzem. Hát itt bajok lesznek. Itt bajok lesznek. Na jó. Találkozunk jövő hét szerdán. Igen, jövő hét szerdán. Megnézzük a szokásosan a season-t. Így stream formájában, mert... Kurva életben, hogy már kibaszott kirikót kell nekem is méne. Nem lehetne valami Torbjörnt, vagy valamit úgyse jön rá skin. Na mindegy, szerdán találkozunk jövő héten, megnézzünk mindent, mint előző seasonben, meg ilyenek igazából. Specs, change-eket, a skineket, a mythic skint, a mythic fegyvert, mindent igazából. Úgyhogy lehet, hogy egy órás videót kell majd kirakjak, de hát most ez van igazából. Erre hivatkoztam. Puszi mindenkinek, srácok!